In a world that often feels chaotic, overwhelming, and relentlessly demanding, many of us are searching for an anchor, a philosophy that can provide clarity, resilience, and inner peace. For centuries, one ancient school of thought has offered just that: Stoicism. You've likely seen its resurgence across social media, in best-selling books, and even in the routines of high-performing individuals. But is this ancient wisdom truly applicable to our modern lives, or has it become just another fleeting trend? I decided to find out. For 7 days I immersed myself in the daily practices and core tenets of Stoicism, inspired by the very figures who shaped this profound philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, Seneca, the statesman and playwright, and Epictetus, the former slave who taught freedom of the mind. My goal wasn't just to read about Stoicism, but to live it, to see if these timeless principles could genuinely transform my daily experience. This is my journey, and what I discovered might surprise you. The first principle I embraced was what Stoics call negative visualization. It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? Instead of focusing on positive affirmations, you intentionally contemplate the loss of things you value: your health, your loved ones, your possessions, even your life. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reminded himself of the impermanence of all things, not to induce despair, but to cultivate gratitude for what he had, and to prepare his mind for potential adversity. My practice involved taking a few moments each morning to imagine my day going completely wrong. What if my internet failed right before an important meeting? What if I lost my job? What if a loved one faced a crisis? The purpose isn't to dwell on these anxieties, but to mentally rehearse how I would respond, to detach from the fear of these outcomes, and to appreciate the present moment more deeply. It's a powerful exercise in tempering desire and fostering resilience. By confronting potential misfortunes in my mind, I found myself less reactive to minor setbacks throughout the day, and surprisingly more appreciative of the ordinary. Epictetus, a former slave who became a renowned Stoic philosopher, famously taught that the key to a tranquil life lies in understanding the dichotomy of control. He asserted that some things are within our control and some are not. Our opinions, impulses, desires, and aversions, these are within our power. Our bodies, possessions, reputation, and external events, these are not. This concept became my guiding principle on day 2. I consciously shifted my focus away from external factors that often cause me stress, like traffic jams or other people's frustrating behaviors. Instead, I concentrated solely on my reactions. If someone cut me off in traffic instead of getting angry, I'd remind myself that their driving was beyond my control, but my emotional response was entirely within it. This wasn't about suppressing emotions, but about choosing how to engage with them. It's a profound shift from being a victim of circumstances to an agent of your own inner peace. It allowed me to navigate challenging situations with a newfound sense of calm and agency. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on living in the present moment and making objective judgments, free from emotional distortion. Marcus Aurelius constantly urged himself to see things as they truly are, stripped of opinion and interpretation. On day 3, I practiced mindfulness in its truest Stoic sense. This meant observing my thoughts and feelings without judgment and engaging fully with whatever I was doing. When eating, I focused on the taste, texture, and smell of my food, rather than being distracted by my phone or planning my next task. When walking, I paid attention to the sensation of my feet on the ground, the sounds around me, and the subtle shifts in light. This wasn't just about being present, it was about exercising objective judgment. For example, instead of thinking, "This meeting is boring," I would observe, "I'm in a meeting, sounds are being made, I'm experiencing a sensation of boredom." This subtle shift in language and perspective helped me to detach from emotional reactions and see situations more clearly. It's a powerful tool for cultivating inner calm amidst external pressures. Perhaps one of the most profound and challenging Stoic concepts is amor fati, or the love of fate. It's not about passive resignation, but an active embrace of everything that happens, good or bad, as necessary for our growth and the unfolding of the universe. Nietzsche, though not a Stoic, famously articulated this idea: My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it. All idealism is mendacity in the face of what is necessary, but love it. On day 4, I consciously practiced amor fati. This meant accepting setbacks, unexpected delays, and even personal failures not as obstacles, but as integral parts of my journey. If a plan fell through, instead of lamenting, I would try to find the hidden opportunity or lesson within it. If I made a mistake, I wouldn't beat myself up, but rather view it as a chance to learn and improve. This mindset transformed my perception of challenges. Instead of resisting what is, I began to flow with it, finding a strange sense of peace in the acceptance of reality. It is a radical shift from wanting things to be different to loving them exactly as they are. At the heart of Stoicism lie the 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These aren't just abstract ideals, they are practical guides for living a good life. Wisdom is the knowledge of what is good, bad, and indifferent. Courage is the ability to act rightly in the face of fear. Justice is treating others fairly and with kindness. Temperance is self-control and moderation in all things. On day 5, I made a conscious effort to embody these virtues in my daily interactions and decisions. I sought wisdom by pausing before reacting, considering the long-term consequences of my actions. I practiced courage by speaking my truth, even when it was uncomfortable, and by facing small fears head-on. Justice guided my interactions, ensuring I was fair and empathetic to everyone I encountered. And temperance helped me moderate my desires, whether it was resisting impulsive purchases or exercising restraint in my diet. This daily practice of virtue felt like building a strong inner fortress, making me more aligned with my values and less swayed by external pressures. Memento mori, Latin for remember that you must die, is a powerful Stoic practice. It's not morbid, but a profound reminder of the preciousness and fleeting nature of life. Seneca, in his letters, frequently urged his readers to live each day as if it were their last, not in a reckless way, but with a heightened sense of purpose and urgency. On day 6, I incorporated memento mori into my reflections. I spent time contemplating my own mortality, not to induce fear, but to clarify my priorities. What truly matters if my time is limited? This practice stripped away trivial concerns and brought into sharp focus the relationships, experiences, and contributions that genuinely enrich my life. It made me more present with loved ones, more focused on meaningful work, and less inclined to procrastinate on things that truly mattered. It's a stark, yet incredibly liberating reminder to live fully and intentionally. The final Stoic practice I embraced was cultivating a cosmic perspective, or the view from above. This involves imagining yourself looking down on your life, your city, your country, and even the entire planet from a great height. From this vantage point, your personal problems shrink in significance, and you gain a sense of interconnectedness with all humanity. On day 7, I consciously stepped back from my immediate concerns and tried to see them within the grand scheme of things. A frustrating email, a minor inconvenience. From a cosmic perspective, these were insignificant. This practice fostered a sense of humility and broadened my empathy. It reminded me that we are all part of something much larger, all striving, all facing challenges. It dissolved petty grievances and fostered a sense of universal brotherhood. It's a powerful antidote to self-importance and a catalyst for compassion. After 7 days of living like a Stoic, what did I learn? Firstly, Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or becoming emotionless. It's about understanding them, managing them, and preventing them from controlling you. It's about responding to life with reason and virtue, rather than being swept away by impulses. Secondly, the core tenets of Stoicism, controlling what you can, embracing what you can't, living in the present, practicing virtue, reflecting on mortality, and gaining perspective, are incredibly relevant today. In a world saturated with distractions, anxieties, and external pressures, these ancient tools offer a powerful framework for cultivating inner peace, resilience, and a profound sense of purpose. I'm not saying it was easy. There were moments of frustration, moments where old habits tried to resurface, but the consistent practice, even in small ways, created a noticeable shift. I felt calmer, more focused, and more appreciative of the simple things. I was less reactive to external events and more in control of my inner world. Stoicism isn't a quick fix, it's a lifelong practice. But this experiment has convinced me that integrating these timeless principles into our daily lives can lead to a more meaningful, tranquil, and ultimately, a more fulfilling existence. It's not about becoming a philosopher in a toga, but about becoming a better human being, one conscious choice at a time. What are your thoughts on Stoicism? Have you tried incorporating any of its principles into your life? Share your experiences in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive.